one more time. I promise. We're gonna get it this time. This is like the third time I've tried to record the intro. Like, sometimes I just need a little bit of prodding or something. I don't know. Anyway, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the channel. Thanks for checking out the video. Really appreciate the support, and I'm really excited for this one. So, Ne Obliviscaris. If you haven't seen the first reaction I did, which actually broke down into two parts because it was a 24-minute song and it ended up being like almost a 40-minute reaction or something like that, and I had some things happen, and the video I think I had to cut at some point. So anyway, that's neither here nor there. Here we're looking at Eyrie. I do believe it's pronounced. Has something to do with birds, I think. Anyway, it was recommended by the by some of the fans who checked out the first video. So again, bit of a longer one. It's almost a 12-minute song, so you know, smoke them if you got them. We're 420 friendly here, so have at it, and let's get into it. So much to say, but I don't want to stop Okay, so we're gonna pause it there, because if it gets too far away from me, then I won't be able to comment on everything that I'm, you know, going through right now. So, first of all, the violin again really like stands out for me, and I think it's almost like the centerpiece of the song up to this point. It's very emotional, very very expressive. The the drums specifically too, I think stand out. I don't know if it's the way that they're tuned, or the specific drum kit that they're using, or the way that it's mic'd, but it's so crisp, you know. And there was a nice little, and I didn't jot it down. I need to jot it down. But there was a nice little like vocal line in there too that really struck me. Not the lyrics, but the way the melody. It was kind of powerful, but then he stepped back a little bit, and the like whatever it was. I want to see if I can find it. See, this is why I need notes. I need to be able to take notes. I know better. Let's back it up just a little bit. Yeah, so I don't know that was it specifically, but that kind of exemplifies what I'm talking about when I'm talking about the vocal presentation, kind of like not necessarily backing off, but it did give the feel like it was, instead of ramping up, he pulled back in order to find a more precise way to harmonize with the melody with the rest of the song, and so for somebody like me, like I pay attention to that stuff, and so it really like that's the kind of stuff that gives me goosebumps, first time listening, so because it's the mark of mastery. Yeah. I don't know. I'm feeling a lot of emotion at this point with it, but it's ambiguous for now. And so I'm kind of like excited to see where this goes, because I have a sense that it's not going to remain like this. We're only 3.5 minutes in, so yeah. Let's see. Stars ignite, the world close its eyes, close its eyes. Almost angelic. I gotta because at least one comment I have to make: the growls, the growl vocals, the and somebody commented that there are actually two vocalists in this band, which I find fascinating. I think that's really cool. And knowing that, and then hearing this, like, it struck me, the growls were like the bass, like the bass of the song in that section. And I don't know that I've ever heard anything quite like that. Yeah. Beautiful. Beautiful. Anyway. Ooh, there's that violin again. Okay, I need a break. Just for a minute. Quality. I don't know how I've never heard of this band before, to be honest with you. They've got everything. I really like that what they did with the guitar solo there. It came in, it was great, and then it just like disappeared. It was like just gone. And like I kept expecting it to come back, but they were like, nah, we're done. You that was it. So yeah, I appreciate that. So before we get into the final section of the song, I just want to talk about the emotional saturation that I'm getting from this. And so I referred in the beginning of the song to the sense that the emotion felt kind of ambiguous. And what I meant by that was that it was very clear that there was a lot of emotion in the song, right? There was a lot of emotion being expressed, right, from the musicians in the song, but it wasn't clear what direction the emotion was going to go. Was it going to be angry? Was it going to be sad? Was it going to be melancholy? Was it going to be? I couldn't tell at that point, and only 3.5 minutes in, I couldn't make the judgment. And so from that point, what I do find interesting is that while there does seem to be an overall sense of, God, I wish I had a better word than melancholy, but melancholy, at this point, up to this point, it's still like the song still feels saturated with emotion. And so I get the sense that there's, what would you say? This is like a decisive point in somebody's life. Like if it, and I don't have the lyrics in front of me, and I haven't done any research into the song, so, but it sounds like what I'm getting from just from the overall tone and character of the track is that it's a turning point in somebody's story or life or what have you. And so a lot of times when you make a decision, especially an important one, those decisions come with sacrifice. And that sacrifice is often painful. And so the pain of that sacrifice, I think, is where that emotional saturation is coming from. And so I'm getting a lot of that. And I think the whole thing, and I'm going to go back to the violin, I think the whole thing rides on the whole like emotional content of this piece of music rides on the shoulders of the violin. It's carried the whole thing, the emotion through the whole song. It's absolutely beautiful. Anyway, I'm going to stop talking, and we're going to finish this out, and then I'll give you my closing thoughts. Here we go. I mean, why not? God, yeah. I mean, the violin, and I remember this from uh, Painters of the Tempest. I hope that's the name of it. I hope I'm not butchering that. Um, but I remember the violin being very impressed by it. I don't remember getting the sense that it carried the song, but I absolutely believe that the violin is really the cornerstone of this piece of music here. It carries the whole emotionality uh, of of the track. And for me, I feel like it ended on a high note. If Because a lot of times when you do make a decision and you do have to sacrifice something, the sacrifice is painful, but the reason you make that sacrifice is because the thing that you're driving towards, the goal that you have in mind, is worth the sacrifice. And so even though it's painful to make the sacrifice momentarily, ultimately the resolution is worthwhile and meaningful. And I would say that the resolution, like the last minute and a half of the song, was the meaning, was the point of the song, right? The whole thing was built to get to the point to where they could express that particular, what would you say, universal reality. Like it's something that's kind of like, because everybody's familiar with this in one way or another. Like we all make sacrifices, and so we know what it feels like to make a sacrifice, and we also know ultimately when it pays off, you know, that the sacrifice was meaningful. So I'm getting a lot of that from this one. I would love to hear your feedback on this. Am I right? Am I wrong? Am I way off base? Did I nail it? Who knows? But I loved it. So yeah, if you want to see more of this, because I want to hear more, drop a comment. Let me know what you want me to react to, and yeah, we're keeping them on the roster for sure. Anyway, that's gonna do it for me for now. This video is almost 25 minutes long, so if you stuck it out this long, thanks. I appreciate you. Tell that motherfucker I appreciate. Anyway, yeah, I'm gonna get out of here. You guys have a good night, and we'll catch you in the next one. Peace.